Hello everyone, thank you for joining my video. First we're going to click on Microsoft Visual Studio. Next, we are going to create a project. Next, we are going to go to the search bar and search Window Forms app. Then we'll click on the second one, which is right here. Next, we are going to name project name Syntax Builder. After that, we'll click the three buttons, which take us to Browse, which I'll save my project on my desktop under Locations. Next, we're going to Create. And you can X out that sign if it distracts you. That little yellow sign right there. Okay, next, I'm going to name my form IdentifyHerSyntax instead of being Form 1. So on text, I put IdentifyHerSyntax. Okay, after that had been done, next I will go to my toolbox underneath all forms and click on button, and I will have a total of 6 buttons on the top. And the faster way you can do this by selecting button 1 and you press Ctrl+C to copy and Ctrl+V to paste, which how I got all 6 buttons, which it took me less than a minute, as you all can see. And now I'm just trying to straighten it up to make it look more neater, but I have more to add on. Next, we are going to go back to the toolbox underneath all window form, and we're going to add 6 more buttons, which is equal to a total of 12. And with this row of buttons, I will straighten these up as well to make it more neater. Next, we're going to go underneath toolbox under all window forms, and we're going to add 4 more buttons, which equal to a total of 16. Next, I will go back to toolbox underneath all window form, and I will get 5 buttons, which equal to a total of 21. Next, I will go back to toolbox and get 3 more buttons, which equal to a total of 24. Next, I'm going to go to toolbox, and I'm going to get a label for the output. And I will go to font, and I'll change this to 12 points. After that, I will go to text align and make that to middle center, which I should have told you all to do that in the last video for body mass index. And next for this, we're going to type for text nothing. So we're going to clear that out. Next, we're going to go to border style, which I would change my style to fit 3D. After that, we're going to go to auto size and change that to false, which it will give us the ability to stretch out the box how big we want it. After that, we're going to go back to toolbox and get 2 more buttons, which will equal to a total of 26 buttons on this program. Next, we are going to code the first button, which this button will be an uppercase A, which I will name this button A_button. And for the text, I will put uppercase A, the letter A, as you can see right there. And next, I will click on button 2, and I will do the same for button 2, which would be a lowercase a. And for the name, I'm going to put A_button, which this will give you an error, which you all can see right here. It say property value is not valid, which means it might not have enough characters. So I'm going to add 2 underscores. So it's going to be A__button, which I could have named it lowercase A_button. Also, during this part of the video, I'm going to name the buttons and also give it a text and also name my output. However, I would like you all to focus more on this part of the video because it takes more time and it's very time consuming. So I will not interrupt you all while you all focus on this part. Now that we completed all of that, we're going to click on the clear button, which we'll double click. Before we code the clear button, you always make sure you claim ownership of your own work, which I will put 2 forward slashes, which are comments. So we're going to put programmer, and I will put at IdentifyHerSyntax, which is me. Then we'll put today's date. Then I put the purpose of this program. Also, do not copy my purpose. My purpose is in my own words. Also, you might remember me saying this in the last video. Your purpose is kind of like an essay. You don't want no one to have it but you. But my purpose on this video is to let the user build their sentence, which they can just click the buttons that I had provided for them. Next, I'm going to put a comment above the clear button explaining what I'm going to do inside of the clear button. Also, the clear button is a great tool for the user, which it can prevent them from closing out the program to start a new sentence. All they have to do is hit the clear button if they want to see a new sentence. So inside of the clear button, we're going to write output_label .text equals quotation semicolon. Now after that is done, we're going to go back to the design and we're going to double click on the exit button. Now I'm going to add my comment for the exit button. And I will explain my purpose of the exit button and what I'll be doing inside of it. However, the exit button on the program is a great tool for the user to use when running the program. Instead of them using the defaulted exit button on top of the program, they can just click the button. Now inside of the button, we're going to type this dot close parentheses semicolon. Now we're going back to design and we click on form, and just to check on the code, make sure everything looks okay so far, and go back to design. Now we're going to code the first button, which is the uppercase A. So we're going to double click on that. Always make sure you use comments when you about to code. Also, with this comment, it's going to count for all of the buttons above the output label. Also, you all may see me make a little changes in the comments, but just ignore that. Remember, your comments is in your own words. As you all can see that I made some changes to my comment, which that comment will cover for all of the things underneath it. So for the first button, which is A, known as the uppercase A, or also known as A_ button. So underneath it, we're gonna write string, output, semicolon. Then next, we're gonna write output equals A, known as uppercase A, underscore, button, dot text, semicolon. Then we're gonna connect it to the output label, which is gonna be output underscore label, dot text, plus equals, output, semicolon. Then we're gonna click on design. Double click on lowercase a, also known as lowercase a __ button. So we're gonna do the same as we did for the uppercase button, also known as a _ button. So string output semicolon output equals lowercase a __ button dot text semicolon output _ label dot text plus equals output semicolon. However, I will let you all focus more on this part of the video because every button uses the exact same variable, and also only thing that's different in this program is the space button, which is very easy, but when I get to that part, I'll explain more to you all about it. I also realized during this part of the video that I assigned the wrong button in the output underneath the cat button, but in this video I will also show you that I did go back and correct my mistakes. So I'm just showing you all that it's okay to make a mistake when you're coding, because you can always go back and change things if you need to. As you all can see, I realized my own mistake, so I changed that to cat. So I just took it all out and retyped it back in. And there we go. Now we're going to go back to design to double click on space. And for space, we're going to type in string, output, semicolon, output, equals, space, underscore button, dot text. And besides text, we're going to put an equal sign. Then we're going to put quotation, then space between quotation, because that's a space for the user to use when they're building a sentence. And also we're going to put output underscore label dot text plus equals output semicolon. Now that's all of the buttons that I had coded, so now I'm going to check and make sure everything looks great. And also, you might see me make a little changes to my comment. Remember, all of your comments and your purpose, it come off right at the top of your head. So that's why you may see me take longer with my changes. So now that I've done looking at my comment and changing what I want to change up, everything looks so good so far. And now I'm just still proofreading, make sure all the buttons are connected to the right thing. So far everything looks okay, and I'll go back to design, go back to the form again, and now I'm going to hit Control S to save all, and that will turn everything green. So everything's okay so far. So now we're going to hit start. Now to program that up, I'm going to test out a random sentence, and I hit the space bar. You see it gave it a space. However, everything looks perfect so far. Also, if you stuck around the whole entire video, I would like to thank you for your support. And also, if you all can do these few things, which are like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to your friends. Also, if you want to find out what other platforms that I'm on, you can check on here on the About tab, or you can see it on the screen. Also, I want to say thank you once again for watching this video, and have a nice day.